Teacher Jose Luis.
Hello, man.
Good evening.
Good
Evening. In this
evening.
case.
Good
How are
evening.
you, teacher?
I'm okay in this cool afternoon, okay? Afternoon to evening, okay? It's a little cool
Yeah,
around
yeah,
here. Huh?
yeah. Where do you live, teacher? Where's your city?
I live in Cruzeiro, São Paulo. I am approximately 220 kilometers from the capital.
Wow, that's amazing. In the downtown, I live in São Paulo, properly downtown nowadays, because I live in Minas Gerais and I moved recently to São Paulo.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Guys, be welcome. Be welcome. These guys are coming. Hey, Mika, be welcome. Bitoka, Mr. Xavier, be welcome, guys. Be welcome. Yeah, teacher Jose Luis. First of all, let me thank you by joining with me here today and to talk about a very relevant subject that is about grammar. Yeah, and I hope so. We have a great time doing this, teacher, and yeah, sharing ideas, content. Yeah, is I like this. Yeah, uh, I think so. It's really important for improve for ourselves, this improvement, and our English learners as well.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. Yeah, teacher. First of all, present yourself. Say a little about you. A shorter presentation. Perhaps many people from here they don't know you yet. Then yeah, feel comfortable, teacher.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be with you. Okay. I
My
thank
pleasure.
you. I thank you, all your viewers, all your followers. Okay. I have there are some guys from Canada here. Hi, Josh. Josh is a great teacher from Canada, which has been with us as
Wow.
well.
Hi, Joe. Be welcome.
Yeah, and then thank
Welcome.
you very much. My name is José Luis. I am 57 years old. Uh, it's José, the famous Brazilian teacher. Thank you very much, Josh. You are a great
You're
person.
very young. You're
Yeah,
very younger.
This is Josh. But then, as I was saying, I graduated in as an engineer in reality. As a matter of fact, I have been a teacher for the last 27 years. But first, I
Wow.
had a career in engineering. Okay, something
And
that
how was this changing? Did you change your career? I didn't get it very well.
Yeah, because I went to engineering at the age of 17. Really, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a cousin who studied at this faculty, and there I went. But
Yeah. Okay.
along the course, I noticed that I liked the theory, the theoretical subjects, but the practical part of the thing, okay? Going into
Yeah, I see.
laboratories and so on, I really didn't like. But to make the story shorter, after I graduated, I
Yeah,
worked,
because it's a shorter presentation.
yeah,
Yeah, but you can
10
talk about it.
years
Yeah, you feel
as
free.
an
Feel free,
engineer.
teacher.
Then
Yeah.
my
Okay.
boss asked me to study English. I started, and then I started teaching, and I found it's my real cup of tea, okay? Because all my family
Wow,
is a family of
wow,
teachers, okay?
wow. And then it happens suddenly with you, and you fall in love with English.
Yeah, I have fallen in love with teaching because, as I told you, this is something that
Yeah.
runs in my family, right? It's something
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
I can say that I'm a kind of that little actor that sees his parents
Yeah.
at the theater and then he follows all the process. So I think it's a natural way, okay? That's it. What about you
Yeah,
then?
that's it. Hey, Mr. Joe, be welcome. Hello, teacher. Good evening. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Joe. Need
Hello.
difficult to learn English. I be able to understand very well, but I have some difficult to speak.
Uh,
Stay there, and it's very important. These lives, Mr. Jen, for you to train in your listening. Okay, even if you are not understanding 100%, but if you keep there, hearing, listening, and today we're going to talk about a very relevant subject about grammar, about how is going to influence your speaking also, and then stay there, please. Okay, yeah, it's going to help you so much. Yeah, teacher Jose. Yeah, where are we? Yeah, we are talking about me. Yeah, my short presentation. I'm here. I live in São Paulo. I recently I lived in countryside of Brazil, Belo Horizonte. I went there to some master degree I needed to do, and I also worked there. Yeah, in a company in sales department. I worked as a management, digital marketing. And yeah, I moved back here. Yeah, and I finished my studies there. And I've been teaching English for the last 10 years. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I've been carrying on this whole experience I have and learning with another teacher, with other people. Yeah, and yeah, actually, it's been a process. Nobody can say that I know everything in the language. I know, yeah, that's why I like to interact, to change ideas to people, with people, and yeah, so that we can grow up together. We're up together. We can develop. We can make teeny improvements every day. We can help each other. We can, yeah, and that's it. And yeah, teacher Jose. Yeah, I realized that you felt so excited. Yeah, when I told you, and when we changed this idea about this subject for today. Yeah, because it's really a nice subject to talk around, and a relevant subject. Yeah, because I see nowadays teachers say that many students of mine and many people I found along this road in English, this my road. Yeah, many people, they feel afraid to start an English conversation because they want to they want to talk perfectly, following all the rules in English, grammarly, and they feel afraid because they passed through traditional schools, for example, and it's been a hard process for them. And then I want to ask you, teacher Jose Luis, in your point of view, in your vision, yeah, and inside of your experience of teaching English, and if is it possible, do you believe that there is some way to learn English without grammar?
Well, learning English without grammar. I think, teacher, everything in life is possible, depending on the person's purpose, and fundamentally depending on the kind of student, and depending on his favorite learning style. I believe everybody, all of us have a favorite learning style. And no matter if this student has a process of anxiety, if he is anxious to get a result shortly, no matter what, if he doesn't respect, if he doesn't look and recognize himself as a student who needs more listening input, or who needs more grammar input, because I see, teacher, grammar, the learning process as using a metaphor of cooking. How can you know if a certain recipe of yours will be successful? You put a little bit of milk, then you put a little bit of flour, and then if you add something, an ingredient a little bit more than you should, maybe you will damage all the recipe. So it depends on the student. I think nowadays we have this trend of people want to learn fast. People want to learn fast, and then they decided that they don't want to use grammar anymore. But this deciding of not using grammar, it has a name. In my opinion, this is anxiety. Okay, people are
Yeah.
anxious to learn the language because the world became more and more the world became faster. We have the globalization process, but answering your question, let me not stray away from the question. Possible it is, but I use another metaphor. Learning English by chord. I'm sorry, learning to play the guitar by chords. You know those magazines in which you just memorize the positions? You can do it, okay? You can learn
Sure.
music to play several songs without studying musical theory. But let me tell you, if you only dive just a little bit, if you don't go deep enough, if you don't know how the rules of the language work, chances
Yeah,
are
the ground, the
limited,
fundament. Yeah.
you will be as limited in your process as a person who only learns how to play the guitar by memorizing chords. So I don't know, I'd like to
Yeah.
hear from you now. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, you said something very special and important, teacher Jose. Yeah, the world is running faster, and it requires of each one of us um, looking for easy ways and quickly, fast ways to get the things. Yeah, and people are looking for this every time. Yeah, I see many people that they don't want the hardest part of learning English. They don't of learning. It's not about just English. It's about anything. Teachers is it? Yeah, we are talking about English because we are English teacher. But I see that this is a general point. Yeah, people are looking often the easy ways to do to do anything. Yeah, they okay, I know I need to pass through this process, this, yeah, but what's the easy way? I want to know, and I want now. I want just, yeah. And then yeah, it's been these troubles, and there is something here. Yeah, I want to talk around is the people have several needs. For example, they need urgently English because of the work. Uh, uh, he needs, for example, because of the work, or he has an opportunity inside of work to travel, to grow up a career, for example, and he needs to speak English quickly. And yeah, then that's the case. Yeah, I had some people. Yeah, I had some people passing through this, and then I know exactly how it is. How does it feel? And yeah, but yeah, answering this question, yeah, I'm rolling. Yeah, just to say, answering this question, if I will tell you, I already saw here many comments. Yeah, is it possible? Yes, the learning English without grammar. And I told you, teacher Jose, I received in my inbox and also an comment in my post. I think I sent you in WhatsApp, in your WhatsApp. Yeah, and. I've been receiving messages, teacher. I believe that it's possible to learn English without grammar, and I believe that, teacher. Many people call me in my inbox, and let it clear here. If there is something I would say, teacher Jose, here about it is no, it's not possible to learn English without grammar, and yeah. It's as simple as take a cup of water. It's as simple as say good morning. Yeah, there is no way, there is no escape from this. No, I think so. The traditional schools they turn it a little difficult, you know. I think so because many English learners, when they came out from traditional schools, and they come more confused than they were. more confused because they don't. I think it's about it's related something related with the method, the certain method they use it to learn English. They use it to learn, and then they focus it on not speaking, but when in the moment to apply correctly all the sentences, all the grammatical rules, and they ended up being more confused. Yeah, they end up being afraid of starting a conversation. Yeah, and yeah, this point, these factors, I also think that yeah, is being a big trouble. Yeah, yeah, and I think so. It's about the method. Yeah, the method, the method we need to use as teachers. The method. Change we can change the mind of our students with the method. Yeah, it don't need to be difficult, it don't need to be hard, it don't need to be don't need to be confused. Yeah, we can, I believe so, we can find alternative methods, yeah, that we can put it in their mind. And sometimes I think so teachers say that we need to put ourselves in our students' shoes, yeah, to understand how hard it is. Yeah, and I wanted to know, teacher Jose, if would you recommend some alternative methods so that people can learn English for those students that they have many difficulties to learn English in traditional ways with grammar?
Well, I'd like to just to say something before I go into that. It's because the issue is if it's possible to learn English without grammar. I pretty much agree with you on the importance of grammar. But take this, I receive in my school, I have received along the years, several students by the age of 15 and 16 years old, and they don't know much of grammar, but they almost speaking English fluently. And they have learned their English through video games. Video games and movies, video games and movies. When you give a level test for this student, he doesn't know much of grammar, but when you ask him to speak, he does speak. So then I can say to you, that's why I said before that it's possible to learn English without grammar. But what about the quality of English you are going to produce? Okay, the same way, if a student goes abroad, spends 3 years in a country where English is spoken, this is no guarantee that when he comes back, he will be speaking perfect English or an English which has minimum spoken correctly with grammar rules. So then, yeah, as I tell you, possible sure. It is, because I have seen this. But answering your question now, alternative methods for learning grammar, okay, I don't believe that. I believe grammar in context. Grammar should be experienced, like in a recipe. You are going to make a cake, then you have to use the flour, yes, the milk, the sugar.
The example you gave a little ago.
Everything together. I guess, again, yeah. I tell you, take this. I'm going to tell you something really important now. I am 57 years old. I have witnessed 3 decades ago, okay, 2 decades and a half ago, the world of English used to be totally different. People used to go to traditional schools. They didn't used to complain about the traditional methods. This stuff of complaining about traditional methods is something that came with globalization. Okay, as soon as the process of globalization started, many people...
There are many apps, yeah,
Look,
platforms, new platforms, apps. Yeah,
you know
this.
what I
Yeah,
mean? The urgency to speak English.
yeah,
The
urgency.
urgency to speak English made many people go and try to find miraculous
Yeah,
formulas. But
yeah,
let me
formulas.
tell you the most important thing I'm going to say to you now. Take this. Many of these students that today, at the age of 32 years old, many of them who complain about grammar, who ask us for something miraculous, are the same people who have been stuck in the last 10 years. They have been started studying, stopped studying, started studying, stopped studying.
Yeah,
So
this
they
this back and forth.
accepted, look, they accepted, they agreed in being in that situation for 10 years. And suddenly they need something miraculously because they cannot waste more any time. So I guess everything has a connection with anxiety and the urge of doing something miraculously. There is no miracle in learning a language. You have to
Yeah,
get your mind, sit in a desk, study and practice. Alternative ways for learning grammar, I don't believe that. I believe in levels of intensity. There are
yeah,
people who need more analysis. There are other people who will not benefit of too much grammar analysis. So it's
we are
just a
different.
matter of
Yeah,
adjusting. Just that. That's what I
yeah,
believe. Sorry for
yeah.
being
We
so,
we are
for extending
different.
too much, okay?
Yeah, we are different, and that's true. That's true. We learn in different ways. As you told in the beginning of this conversation, yeah, that there are more auditive person, there are more writing person, visual students, and we learn in different ways, of course. And then you told something very important, teacher, and I caught up when you told about the travel. Yeah, if some people, if someone goes abroad and yeah, is going to create some kind of influence. Yeah, and of course, no one can guarantee or assure that he is going to come back talking perfect English because of the grammar. But I think so. The contact with the language is so important. I would consider it as alternative method. Yeah, for don't learn English with grammar. Attention, please, because when you travel, for example, you will understand English as is spoken with regular contact with people, and you don't need to ask yourself, "I've been what? I have been caring. Why did he told this? Why did he tell it? Why did he say I wanted to know and not I did want to know?" You will not ask yourself things like that because you are hearing is a part of your natural process. And then I would not say you will learn English without grammar. You will learn with grammar, but unconsciously. Yeah, you need to be aware that you need grammar, of course, but travel is making exchange, for example, is a natural way there. I think so. I truly believe that because I passed through this influence of travels, and I can assure that is making exchange is other kind of alternative methods. Yeah, so that you can learn natural in natural way.
Well,
Because try to English, you need to get the bus, you need to go to the subway station, you don't know where things are, for example, you need to join the people, you are forced to do it. You need to go to a restaurant, yeah, and you need to order something to eat, and yeah, these things, I think so it's going to force you, yeah, to interact with people, and automatically you will learn and understand the things as they are. Not asking yourself, what is the present perfect in this phrase? Yeah, because you are learning as natural. Yeah.
Not at this level of detail. But can I give you two examples? Can I give you two examples of how dangerous it might be relying only on the external practice? Another day I was talking to a guy who lives in Florida. He lives near Miami. And then I told him, oh, fulano, we were talking, then he said, now I have to go, I'm leaving, because I'm going to make some exercises. And I told him, make exercises, physical exercises, you don't make exercises, you do exercises, fulano. And then he said, no, here in Florida, many people say make exercises. Get this. If you say that somebody went to Florida, oh, he learned in a natural way, make exercise. This is so beautiful. He learned beautiful English. Then this guy travels to England, and when he opens the mouth and says, I'm making exercises, people will laugh at him.
We laugh, yeah.
Example number two. A person listens.
It's about regions. Yeah, it's about regions, expressions. Yeah.
For example, when you agree in English using short phrases, I like pasta. Suppose I am a Brazilian who goes to United States, and I hear this conversation. John says to Peter, John says, I like pasta. Then Peter says, so do I. Then I see that and I say, every time people agree, they say, so do I. But another day, this guy listens. I don't like fruit. And he, like a parrot, will say, so do I, because he learned, so do I. But you only know that for I don't like chocolate. The answer is not so do I, is neither do I. So you only learn this in two possibilities. Or if you have the chance to listen to practical dialogues in which you have the chance to listen to both, or if you know it by getting acquainted with the grammar. Because how come I like, you respond, so do I. I can, you respond, so can I. So there are things in English that are totally dependent on grammar. So how can you get away from that? There is no easy way. Okay?
There is no escape. Yeah, there is no escape. And when many people say, what's the matter if I'm going to deliver my message, I'm going to say as I always say, and I think so. The most important is the communication. Other person is can understand me, and I can return back. I think so is a main important. Many people say that I don't need to be grammatically correct. I don't need to be grammatically correct. If we are having a communication, he's understanding me. I think so. Worth is matter. And what's your opinion in the around this? Is really this way? If I need to be understood, then I need to be understood. If I don't say correctly the words, something is really important. The communication. What do you have to say about it?
Well, it depends on the area. For example, if you use your English only for having day-by-day talks with ordinary people, okay. But nowadays, what happens in the world? Talk to people from Iran. I have several friends in Iran. You know what they need? They need to leave the country because they can't stand it anymore. And you know how they can go to the States? Do you know what they need to do? They have to take IELTS. And if they have to take IELTS or other kinds of international exams, they need to have correct language. And if you don't know the correct language nowadays, you don't do many things that maybe you used to do in the past, in the non-globalized world. So another thing I have to say to you, many people nowadays have a wrong point of view of what the world has become. Go to Europe. Go stroll around the streets of Frankfurt, of Munich, of Berlin. You see a melting pot of people nowadays. You see lots of people, except Germans. You see Indians, you see Africans, you see people from Iran, people, and everybody brings a little piece of a dialect, of a slang. So the perfect English, the perfect English is not on the streets anymore. The perfect English that used to be, okay, used to exist in the past, doesn't exist as a role model anymore. It might exist, it might exist in language courses abroad, but on the streets, you will listen to make exercises. Then it depends, my friend. You are going to live among your friends. The ordinary English is okay, but think about international exams. If you have a Cambridge, take the Cambridge examinations. Take the Cambridge examinations. In the Cambridge examinations, you need to prove that you know grammar.
TOEFL,
And how come?
And people say, someone was talking to me along this week. I think it was Tuesday or yesterday. And she said, it was a girl. She say, teacher, I think so. As long as the person can understand me, we can keep a conversation. We can, I don't know all the grammar, but I've been talking in my way, as I know, but as long as she can understand me, as long as he can understand me, I think so. Is good. We need to be careful with this. That's the point. Because, for example, try to imagine about we were having a little conversation about it. Try to imagine about phrasal verbs. No,
phrasal verbs.
Sorry. But it was not the point. Modal verbs. You want to say. Can I, for example, can I do that? You are saying that you are able to do that. And you say, may I do that? You are asking for permission, for example. And can you, for example, can you recommend something? Could you recommend something for me? We need to understand the intent of the conversation. If you want to get the certain context, the right context, if you want to say the right things in the right way you want for don't be misunderstood, you need to use correctly the expressions. For example, modal verbs. You need to, for example, would you give me some, could you give me, it might be good. You don't want to say when I say might, when I say can, when I say may, and then it's a big trouble. It's a big trouble if you don't apply correctly the grammar. Because I think so, it's really important. For any language. The grammar is really important because you might be misunderstood for saying something you didn't want it to. For example, you're not expecting something, but you ended up saying that, and that's ridiculous. But you don't make any idea about what you say. And then that's the point. Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
guess.
important to say.
Look at this. If you're going to the beach, the temperature is 35 Celsius. You have a pack of clothes. You are going to put flip-flops, shorts, and a light t-shirt. If you are going to the mountain, you are supposed to take sweaters, boots, and so on. You don't need to analyze the piece of cloth, the fabric of the t-shirt, to know the chemical composition of the t-shirt, but you need to know which pack of clothes you take to the beach. The same way, you need to know that can you, could you, can I, may I, could I, they form a pack or a group of sentences that you use in situation A, but
Yeah,
not necessarily you need to open those and analyze part by part. So then, answering your question again, question that you had asked before, what's the alternative for learning grammar? For grammar not to be so grammarish. You could analyze grammar as a piece of vocabulary, as vocabulary chunks, okay? You have this kit, this aid kit. You are going to the beach. You take only short, warm clothes, light clothes. If you go to the mountains, so then you have to have your tools of the trade that you are going to use in situation A or situation B. But the
yeah,
analysis of the pieces, can you, could you? There are some people who need more this analytical part. There are people who don't need it, or even people who might have their process hindered through so much
yeah.
analysis. That's what I think. Let me ask you something. Is there a grammar point that you don't like to teach specifically?
No, I don't. I don't. I think so. Yeah, every grammar is is like a whole pizza, and we have different flavors. Yeah, and we need to deal with it. Yeah, we need to handle with everything. Yeah, and I don't have my favorite lesson about it. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind about favorite thing I like or I like or not, because I know that in certain moments it will be important for my students. Then when I know is in time, yeah, we're going to study about it. Let me see the comments here, teacher. Let's make a little break.
Okay.
People, so true. As a teacher, we must adjust our students. Yeah, yeah, okay. Ability to adapt. Yeah, that's it. Um, Clarity and pronunciation are the keys to communication. Yeah. Clarity and pronunciation. Okay. And do you have a question, guys? Yes, you need to be understood. That's where clarity and pronunciation plays a big part in communication. Okay, Mr. Teacher Leon. Okay, there are many teachers here.
Oh,
Teacher
all
Simone,
welcome.
hi. Hi, Teacher Simone, welcome. Yeah, exactly. I still exist in the books and in professional writing too for higher level jobs where people needs to prepare and submit reports to management. Yeah. Try to imagine you are in the middle of a job interview and you are not applying correctly grammar. You say, I wanting to be here. It doesn't make any sense. And then, yeah. Okay, books are important to learn the grammar. Yeah, and I have learned so many grammar. Yeah. Of course, as well. Yeah, and teacher Jose, I think so that yeah, we are talking a little. We were talking a little ago about the alternative methods, yeah, to enlighten people here and to clarify about it. Yeah, and yeah, I was talking about travels. Yeah, that is being it has been a good way for me, in my opinion. Yeah, an exchange. Yeah, uh, as alternative methods. And I also think that have a nice routine about movies, series, yeah, is going to improve so much because you understand the things naturally. First of all, yeah, hearing podcasts, listening podcasts as well. Yeah, listening. Have a nice routine about it. Yeah, you need to get involved with English. So sometime you will realize that many things are coming naturally. Yeah, you don't need to ask yourself why it can be like this, why does it need to be like this? Because you've heard in that movie and you're listening right now in this podcast, and your brain is going to join the things, yeah, naturally. Yeah, I think so. It's I would, if I would consider that as alternative method. Yeah, also. And to be used with currently platforms as we have Cambly, we have a lot of platforms. Yeah, when we can share with other people and when we can join to have a conversation with guys from several countries, and then to be a part of groups also. Yeah, and yeah, I think so. It's because there are many things that you will understand little by little. Yeah, and you need to fix the things as a puzzle. Yeah, it's a big deal because you need to after that you need to fix the things as a puzzle. You need to join the things by yourself, and that's why I'm going get to this point, that having a particular English class is a good way. Is a good way. Yeah, if I would recommend an alternative method, is having a particular English classes. Yeah, with some teacher. Yeah, it's going to, it would improve so much, and to get first your way to get shorter, because an experienced teacher will give the necessary tools, will give the necessary resources an English student need to, because he knows the drill. Yeah, yeah, he is handled. He's in this area with a lot of experience, and he knows very well how to deal with it. Yeah, how to help the students in that case, in that point. Yeah, and having online classes, I think so. Yeah, is a good methods. Yeah, among these alternative methods I mentioned it a little ago. Yeah, is one of the most, yeah, alternative methods.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are you were asking me again about alternative methods, or no? It was just a point
No,
you.
no, no. No, no, no. Was my point? Yeah, was my point about
Okay.
other alternative? Yeah, other alternative methods. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
Let me. I remembered something that it's always it has been recurring in course books. I don't know if if you know the course books from international editors. And in all the course books, all the collections, they bring a unit about art. This unit, which all the unit brings vocabulary related to art and a piece of grammar that will be used in the developing of the ideas. And the students, normally students, when they get to this unit, they get a little stuck because they don't like the topic. They don't want to talk about it. But this unit is boring. And then, you know why they bring a unit about art in the most course books? Because this is a recurrent, no, you know why? Because it's a recurrent topic in the Cambridge examinations. In the Cambridge examinations, you here or there, you have a question about art, about culture, okay? And that's why I guess you need to present the student, okay? You have to provide the student with all sorts of topics for him to talk about. If you are in one-to-one, if it's only you and the student, okay, you might have a little more space for changing topics and so on. But in a group, the topics should be studied according, if you teach a course book like I do, okay, the course books, they present the language that will be required from you in an international exam, okay? And sometimes students, they tend to refuse it. Oh, this is boring and so on. So studying English, going to a class is not like going to an amusement park, unfortunately. Okay, it can be fun, it can be joyful, but it has a method, it has some kind of discipline that has to be followed, in my opinion.
Yeah, as I told you, teacher, in the beginning of our conversation, this is not a point just about English. This is we are talking about general parts of life, general sectors. When people are they are often looking for easy ways. They are often looking for short ways. They don't want to walk along the route. And it's natural. And as long as we teach, we understand it. Because many English learners, they have this trouble with. Teacher Jose, I'm loving this conversation about it, but I think so. I'm afraid we are ending. We are having a deadline. But teacher, I wanted for you to leave your best advice for English learners. They are passing through these troubles, and there is something you want to say. You want to leave here your best advice, your comments.
Can I?
Yeah, of course.
This guy came to me at the age of 22. I will be short, okay? This guy came to me at the age of 22. He started studying with me in a Saturday class. 5 classes, he came to 1. 7 classes, he came to 2. After 3 months, he quit. He left. At the age of 33, he came back. 10 years later, he came back to me. And then he said, teacher, do you remember me? I vaguely actually remembered him. I said, oh, yes, I remembered you. How can I help you? I am the guy who 10 years ago started studying with you in a Saturday class. But I couldn't come because I have girlfriends, I had barbecues, and I had lots of things much more important than English. Now I'm here again, teacher, because I will offer you as much money as you ask me, because you will put my English back on track in 6 months. If you, whatever you ask, whichever amount of money you ask me, I'll pay you because I trust you. You will put my English on track in 6 months. Then I asked him, Fulaninho, how much time passed from that class to here? 10 years, yeah? He said, yes. What did you do for your English? What have you done for your English in the last 10 years? He said, nothing. I have done nothing.
Barbecue, beers.
And then I told him, you tell me that learning English in a traditional method 5 years is too much time. What is 5 years compared to the 10 years that you have just lost? So Answering your question, my advice for people, stop believing in miraculous formulas and stop wasting time. Sit and study. Have a goal. Where would you like to reach? What point? And stop that. Go and study. Be disciplined. There is no easy formula. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be with you. Okay.
Thank you, teacher. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, and it was awesome experience.
I only have to thank you because we had a great time today and a lot of experience here, and also your last best advice. And
what's yours?
What about this guy? Where have been he nowadays?
Probably he got a minor job. Probably he's still. Probably he agreed. Probably he came to terms with his own indiscipline. Probably he didn't pay the price because now it's too late. Okay.
Yeah. Teacher, my advice for English learners is never give up. Even if you don't understand in 100%, you need to continue. You need to create yourself daily routine in English. And never give up. Never give up. Teacher Jose Luis, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It has been a real pleasure these minutes with you. Thank you, all of you people, followers. Follow us. Follow me in prof.joseluis on Instagram, okay? I have content for you, okay?
There's a guy here. I'm that guy. There is a guy here. I'm that guy. Your student.
And follow Inglês do Gringo, because Inglês do Gringo is also one of the best profiles on Instagram. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, all followers. See you. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.